Panera now delivers, so you can order good, clean food right to your office, or door, or porch, or backyard, or front yard, or apartment, or dorm, or castle, or shop, or worksite, or wherever Panera delivers. For lunch, dinner, and everywhere in between. Click the banner to order or visit PaneraBread.com. Participating locations only. Panera. Food as it should be.
Rockers in Recovery Media is dedicated to carrying the message of addiction recovery through music, news, events, and festivals taking place within and not limited to the clean and sober community.
Hey, good morning. John Hollis, the host of Waking Up Blessed. This show is live Monday through Friday, 9 to 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The goal is to start the day with inspiration and hope using a thought for the day, health and wellness interviews, guest stories of experience, strength, and hope. The show is part of the Rockers in Recovery network, and you can find all that information out at rockersandrecovery.com. Our show today is being sponsored by SoberMap, and SoberMap app is a really cool app. You can actually find recovery-related information on this app, and you can access 12-step meetings in your area. You can find it on the App Store and Google Play. You can also go to SoberMap.com. You know, started the show this week. It's been a really, really cool couple of days, and had a really good show yesterday, and want to thank everybody that checked out the show, and then we redid the show last night and sent it out again, and had some pretty good response, and we thank everybody for tuning in and being a part of Waking Up Blessed. You know, part of the process here is every morning we do a quote for the day, and today we are doing C.S. Lewis again. And the quote is, "Everyone thinks forgiveness is a lovely idea until he has something to forgive." Now, I'm going to, give a little bit of feedback on it. I know that through my times of trials and tribulations, and while I was in the desert, so to speak, and deep into addiction and self-pity and selfishness, I hated everybody, and was not willing to forgive anybody, and it was real simple to think to myself that I was forgiving people. Deep down inside, I hadn't forgiven anybody, and I found that it just dragged me down like a millstone, as they would say, and it was horrifying towards the end. I had so many deep resentments and hates and all of those things, and I had to really concentrate on forgiving people and also forgiving myself, but more so forgiving people first, and forgiveness for me started to come. And I thought it was a great quote for today. Forgiveness is a huge thing, and if I can't forgive others, how can I have expectations of my life being free from all of them resentments, guilt and shame, and all the rest of the things that come with it? So, for me today, I have to forgive others and learn as I go through each day that when something crops up and I become resentful or I become angry about something, that I have to pray for forgiveness, and that's what I do. For me, I pray for the person. I was told years ago, if you really have a deep-seated resentment against somebody, to pray for them for 2 weeks. And I remember in one case, I was working with somebody. I didn't really like them that much, and every day it just that I was working with this guy, it was just driving me crazy, and I was told to pray for him. And at the end of a 2-week time period, he came into work one day and brought me a cup of coffee and an egg sandwich, and we sat and talked, and he told me about some health issues that his mother was going through, and it just was an amazing thing for me to watch that unfold. So prayer is a huge tool in forgiveness too. So our thought for today is from a Bible quote, actually. It's from Matthew 5:3. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. And it kind of prompted a question in me this morning is, am I mistaking material wealth for spiritual wealth? And there are times where I lose faith and start to run on fear. And when those times start to happen, I start to chase wealth instead of spiritual health. And when I do that, what happens is all of my world becomes chaotic. It's when I have faith and I start to work towards the spiritual wealth, and I do this through the help of others. A lot of the times that I'm going through any of these things, I'm picking up the phone and I'm talking to people. I'm talking to people that I trust, people that I know love me and want the best for me. And to be quite frank, are closed mouth, because there are certain things that are personal. You don't want them out there to 1,000 different people. So there are a couple of people in my network that I know that I can reach out to right away if there's something going on. And through prayer and all of that, I can get back on the beam and have faith again. But it's a tough one, Fear of insecurity or fear of financial insecurity it can be detrimental. And sometimes I know for me that when things are good, I have to be careful. Because, when the wealthy things or when the wealth is coming and all of those things are happening and it's blowing me up inside and, I'm feeling great about myself and how great I am, well, something, it's always followed by, again, not anything good. So I have to be careful when things are good too. Spiritual wealth to me today is waking up blessed. Knowing that I'm grateful for another day. I don't have to put a substance into my body. I don't have to harm nobody. I don't have to harm myself. I don't have to do those things that come from me running on self-will. So it's a blessed day. And waking up blessed is a great opportunity for me. Again, there's breath, there's hope to live this day today with some quality love and inspiration, and it's just kind of a cool thing. I want to announce this again. I did it yesterday. We have some upcoming events, and one of the ones that I would like everybody to check out is Saturday, March 17th at 7 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. Tim Ryan, Jam Alker, and Logan Bruce are going to be at a venue called The Vortex. It's up in Akron, Ohio, and if you could, please check them out and go to the show. I mean, this is going to be a great thing. Tim is a person that really helps a lot of people in the recovery process. Jam and Logan are great musicians, and they're going to bring to the arena some great music. And yes, they're, some great musicians. And Logan is on our on Rockers in Recovery on Facebook every Sunday night. You can check him out at 9 o'clock. He does a half-an-hour set. But these guys are out there crusading, man. They're working hard and diligent to help others. So, again, Saturday, March 17th at 7 p.m. to 11:30 p.m., Tim Ryan, Jam Alker, and Logan Bruce at the Vortex in Akron, Ohio. We've got a pretty good guest this morning. He's actually somebody that I met in 2017, but really, really cool guy. His name is Rick Hampton. And Rick is the father of Stacy Hampton, who also is a musician that plays with Rockers in Recovery and has been for a few years now on different events that we do, Rockers in Recovery festivals and music productions. And she's a really, really cool girl. And her father, I met him for the first time in person at our last festival in 2017. February of last year, 2017. Rick is a great guy, great inspiration, and he has a lot of hope. And just a message of straightforward experience, strength, and hope. He's a great guy, and I see the love that he has for his daughter, and I see the commitment he has to helping others. And, just a great guy for waking up blessed, that's for sure. And a great message, message of course, pure love. Just a great guy. So we're going to have, of course, Rick on here momentarily. And, again, if you are looking for help or you want to get some information or you want to talk to me or you want to talk to Lori, the co-founder, you can go to rockersandrecovery.com and click on the login information there, and you can, or click on the contact information, and you're more than welcome to, get that information. Any information you want to get to us, you're more than welcome to do that. Also, you can check out the media partners. The media partners are the ones that help us to be able to carry a message of hope every day. And we do that all types of different ways on Rockers in Recovery and Waking Up Blessed. Waking Up Blessed is just one show that we do on the Rockers in Recovery Network. We do Treatment and Recovery radio show. We do Music and Recovery radio show. We also do blogs and posts, and we maintain several different social media sites and 5 of our own platforms. So it's a very cool thing to be involved with for myself. I get to every day enjoy my day by helping others. And again, if you need help or you're seeking to talk with me or someone else, feel free to give us a shout and be a part of the show. And we look forward to many years of doing this. I committed actually to do this for the next year, and I'm looking forward to that. Actually, it's been a cool thing. And Rick Hampton, how are you this morning?
Good, John. How are you?
Good, man. Good. Listen, thanks for being on the show. And I don't know if you've been listening, but this is about waking up. Blessed is just that. What's it mean to you?
Well, John, when you, in my opinion, when you wake up every morning, you are blessed because you have the opportunity to actually wake up. There's a lot of people or a lot of sayings. If I die, I guess I want to die in my sleep. I don't know. I've never experienced that, nor I guess when the time comes, I will. But I prefer to wake up in the morning and opening my eyes and knowing that I have a day ahead of me to try to do right things, because I believe that if you do right things, you try to do right things, then right things happen.
Do you, one of the quotes for today, of course, was from C.S. Lewis. Everyone thinks forgiveness is a lovely idea until he has something to forgive. So I thought that was a pretty cool quote. What's your feelings on that? What's your thought on that?
Well, between me and my Maker, I have a lot to forgive on myself, and I've read somewhere, and I'm not a great person for quotes as far as remembering them and know who said them, but somewhere along the line, there is a saying that, and I believe it was Jesus said, you've already been forgiven. What are you talking about? I've already forgave you for that, so forget it, And as far as us as individuals, If you don't forgive, you carry resentment. And resentment can just fester. And it doesn't hurt the person that you're resentful towards. It hurts you in everything that you do. And, I believe that one needs to set out in life every day to be happy, be filled with joy, and express that. Put a smile on your face. Say hi to people. Ask them how they're doing, whether they respond to you or not. I kind of get a kick out of walking around, especially in a business environment, and you look at people in the eye. Most of them don't want to look you in the eye. And when you do, just merely say, how are you today? And you get so many expressions of like they're just amazed that you even ask. And they kind of stutter. So I just believe that, you can do simple things as passing a smile on. I think that lightens people up a little bit because we do live in difficult times. I think the whole world has always been in difficult times if you're not happy. And it's your responsibility, our individual responsibilities to each one of ourselves to make and allow ourselves and, to be happy. I think that's a key to living a happy life is deciding you're going to be happy. You're going to overcome issues, not sit and dwell on them. Figure out, number one, can I do something about it? I've got a problem today. Can I actually do something about it? And if you can, then take action. If you can't do anything about it, then give it to God and say, God, you're the man. You got to step in and let it be your will that you handle this. And then you move on. You move on to something else. And because apparently if you can't do anything about it, then it's really, really not an issue that, you can handle. So pass it off to him. Let him handle it.
Do you think, and it's funny that you bring up the happiness and being happy, and because I believe that when we make decisions to make changes in our lives, it's usually because we're in fear, we're unhappy, we're depressed, we're in despair, we're angry, envy, we have bitterness, we have resentments, we have all of these things going on, and we just can't stand living in our own skin anymore. And we're always trying to put something in to kill that pain. May it be chocolate to heroin. We're doing whatever we can to not feel that. So when you look at the next question, which is, am I mistaking material wealth for spiritual wealth? What happens is a lot of people, and myself included, and it happened to me, where I thought that I can get rid of all of those things that I just mentioned if, I just got the car back and got the house back and, and the wife came home and all of those things started to happen for me, that everything would be okay. And I'm mistaken, very much so, the material wealth for the spiritual wealth. What do you say?
Absolutely. We all, we're human. And that's our first problem. We are only human, but we think again, you're trying to, or we try to fulfill the voids in our life with, materialistic things. And, I've had this saying for years that a gentleman told me, one of my mentors, was first the need, then the greed. You need something, and then you start becoming greedy, and, then you want more and more. And you think the more I get, the more happier I'll be. And actually, what I found is the more stuff you have, the more clutter. It becomes clutter to you, and before you know it, you can become a hoarder. I've got a house full of crap I thought I really needed, but I need this. I got to have this around me, and it doesn't. It just, I don't know. It festers and makes yourself just your life more cluttered with things. And one of the things that I have really been working on is to take those fears of needing to replace and fill voids of fear with materialistic things, is taking and looking at replacing it with faith. Instead of being scared, have faith. And with that faith, count your blessings. I mean, every day, I try to look at all the good things that I have, not the problems that I have. Heck, the problems are going to be there. That's life. You have to look for the good things. And I think the more that you practice on looking at the good things that you have, you have people that care for you. You have people that in your life that are important to you. And it's important for you to reach out to those people and let them know that you appreciate them being in your life. And, I think if we could start replacing more of our materialistic things with love for others and compassion to others, that, there again, that's going to fill that void and directly go to more of our heart than just our billfold, because it seems like I could win the lottery tomorrow, and I look at people that's won a lottery and their lives have just become, unmanageable. And, I'm pretty well there being poor. I don't need to add to that. I need to figure out what makes Rick, happy. And what I find, honestly, John, is friendship, like with yourself, friendship that you meet in people that are in sobriety, the people that you meet that need help, and, reach out, try to give a helping hand. If all you can do is just give a little bit of advice, whether they listen or not, And I think if we treat our fellow man with a lot more respect and compassion, that comes back to us in the way of, filling the void with a faith attitude rather than trying to live in fear.
Rick, great stuff, man. I am so glad that you came on this morning, and you have such a powerful message. And I love speaking with you and love talking about the stuff that we talk about, because you shed light and experience. And sometimes, when we're in the dark, we need somebody to bring us out into the light. You know what I mean? That the hallways are a little dark when you're waiting to move forward somewhere else. So, the inspiration and the help of others and bringing people in and plugging into the spirit and doing that through helping, with conversations like we're having right now is what helps me get through each day. So I want to thank you for being a part of the show and being on with us. In closing, I would also like to let you know that Rick is somebody that is a huge advocate for the music aspect of recovery, and he's working on some things with Stacy, and we'll have some announcements coming up. I think they're going to be doing some cool things up here in the Panhandle of Florida, and we're looking forward to hearing more about that. Rick, on the closing tip, what's the whole music thing for you? Because you've really stood behind, the whole music aspect and Rockers in Recovery and a lot of other stuff that you do. What's your feeling on the whole music and recovery thing?
Music is an international language, and I think just music in itself makes people happy. It takes them to that happy place, as Happy Gilmore would say, and I really believe that, and I know it is so important to Stacy and her music. It's not the name or the glory or anything like that. It is being able to to feel and get herself at that happy place through her music. And when when myself and Norma has came to your Rockers in Recovery events, and we see the musicians and how they so much love to get up there and perform and tell their stories, that is just mind-boggling. It really is, John. And what you and your wife and your organization to support have done it's just amazing. That's the hand that reaches out to give a helping hand, and that we need far more of that going on in everyone's lives. So thank you to you and your organization for what you do, the support, and each one of the musicians and the people in the background that make all this possible. That's a great thing to be a part of, and I've always enjoyed our friendship, John. I want you to know that.
Back at you, brother, and thank you for the kind words, but something Rockers in Recovery would not be able to do it without the help of many, and and thank God we have the opportunity to be able to do it with folks like yourself and Stacy and all the rest of the people that are involved. So listen, again, thank you so much for being on the show, and we look forward to hearing great things from you and Stacy and what you're doing to carry your message of hope through music and just carrying your message of hope on a daily basis. Look forward to having you back in the months to come.
Well, we thank you, John, and you all have a great, blessed day.
You bet. Have a great day. Thank you.
You too.
All right, guys. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Again, Waking Up Blessed. I'm the host, John Hollis. The show is live Monday through Friday, and it's goes on at 9 a.m. We finish up around 9:30, and the goal is to start the day with inspiration and hope, using a thought for the day, maybe some health and wellness interviews coming up, and guest stories, great guest stories of experience, strength, and hope, like we just heard from Rick Hampton. And the show is part of the Rockers in Recovery radio network. You can check us out at rockersinrecovery.com. And again, I want to thank John P. from SoberMap and the SoberMap app. Those guys have made this possible for us to put it on the air. And you can check out the SoberMap app at online at the App Store. You can also check it out at Google Play. You can download them both there, and you can also check out SoberMap.com. And again, thank you to SoberMap. Thank you to our guest, Rick Hampton, and thank you to the listeners for checking us out. And we look forward to another show tomorrow. And one of the things that we just talked about is music. One of the beautiful, beautiful gifts I get is to meet a bunch of musicians and a bunch of people in the music business, and one of the guys that I met is Mike Zito. You can check him out, Bluesman in Recovery, MikeZito.com, and he has written some amazing music, some recovery-based, some not, but one of the ones that I love is Change My Ways, and it's by Mike Zito at MikeZito.com. Please check out Mike. He's got a lot to offer. And we'll catch you tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Thanks, guys.
you asking me why I wanna break your heart? Why you asking me why, baby? Why would I break your heart? And I don't know why you're asking me, 'cause you knew the answer from the start, darling. You see, I gotta change my ways. That's what you want from me. Change my ways. That's what you want from me. How can I change something that I just don't see? How can I change my ways?
Rockers in Recovery Radio is based on opinion only and is not meant to treat or diagnose any health or mental health issue of any kind. If you feel you need help for any health-related issues, please contact a physician or mental health professional. The opinions expressed by our guests are not necessarily those of Rockers in Recovery.
Panera now delivers, so you can order good, clean food right to your office, or door, or porch, or backyard, or front yard, or apartment, or dorm, or castle, or shop, or worksite, or wherever Panera delivers. For lunch, dinner, and everywhere in between. Click the banner to order or visit PaneraBread.com. Participating locations only. Panera. Food as it should be.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, oh, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.